Good afternoon. This is Paul Wilson, and I will be sharing with you a project for the Online Learning Consortium and for the course design workshop. I'm beginning by looking at a template that we completed. This is a course learning outcomes template that we did in class, matching learning outcomes and activities. I now want to move to the project that I have developed, beginning with the flowchart. You'll remember that we were encouraged to read and make use of the SMART criteria for course design. Those criteria are specificity, measurability, attainability, relevance, and time-boundness. Here on the screen, I've created a flowchart. To follow the flowchart, we begin with the SLOs and we check them, asking are they necessary or not. Then we go to conduct the SLO SMART matrix check. Moving from there, we check against that student learning activities. If any activities are required, we return to the SLOs to ensure that they include the student learning activities. If not, we check the student learning activities using the SMART check. Once we're done with that, we move on to student assessment measures. Are these necessary or not? If they are necessary, once again, we return to the student learning objectives to align those with the necessary assessments. If not, we check the assessments for their SMART design. And following this flowchart, we should arrive at a course design. Now, let's move to looking at the matrix themselves. The first one I want to look at is the SMART SLO checkpoint matrix. On the left, I state the SLOs for the class. On the right, I rewrite those using Bloom taxonomy if need be. I'm checking them to see if they are SMART, and I use my little check matrix to do that. Once I have done that, I'm prepared to move on to check student learning activities. These are the things I ask students to do in light of the SLOs. For this matrix, I have, of course, the activities stated in detail on the left. I show a linkage with a SLO if it's already there. I ask, is this necessary or not? Remember, a necessary activity requires returning and aligning the SLO. Then I simply go down the list. Is it SMART? All Y's get me to the next step where I can rewrite or revise using Bloom's taxonomy. And once you get these matrices working, you should be able to move through them quickly. Then I'm going to go to the student activities, assessments, measurements. This is basically looking at my rubrics that I'm using to appraise the activities. I'm not going to state them in full. I'm just going to make reference to them on the left. I want to know if they're required or not, and if they are, then I need to align the student learning outcome with the matrix. Is it formative or is it summative? Well, I'm going to check that. And once again, I'm going to move through my SMART checks. These resources will be available for you both as examples and as blanks on a shareable link through Google Docs. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed this presentation of a smart matrix check. Have a great day.